been working with some of like the really big artists right now that are really popping. How did you get in touch with Trish Toledo? Can you tell us that story?
Definitely. Um, I did a short little cover video of her song "Do You Love" on Instagram, and I tagged her on it when I did it, and she said that nobody had ever done, like, a guy has never done, their version. It's always been, I guess it was always girls or whatever, but she actually reposted it, and I was like, oh shit, because I had been following her for a while, since her EPs came out. So I was tripping out. I was like, oh shit, she reposted it. She posted it in black and white. And I was like, dope. And like instantly, like 75 new followers, they're like, yeah, like to this day, just thinking about it makes me like speechless. But that's actually how we started working together after that. She posted that video, and Joey Quinones, he liked it a lot, and he actually started hitting me up too to come work in the studio when Trish was going. And I was there for the only one, the session. I worked, I don't know if I made the actual recording, but I did demo the song on guitar. But yeah, ever since then, she started inviting me over to the house, and I penned some songs for her, and I showed them to her, and she really dug them, and now she'll be releasing one in February.
So when Joey obviously Joey from the Sinceres is really doing it, man. Like, he's doing it on a big level. He's working with everybody. He's writing everybody's songs, and every song that he comes up with is like gold. He's kind of like that. I kind of mentioned it in Mariah's video because she works with him. He's like, to me, like the Berry Gordy, like, you know what I mean? Like, he kind of like, it has his hands in everybody's kind of stuff. And it's like, you go to this guy, he's like the Dr. Dre of today. Like, you go to this guy, you want the hits, you go to Dr. Dre, and now you go to him. If you want the soul hit, he's the guy. And I think you're definitely going to be on that train too, because the songs that you have that you're putting together are really good. And I could see that you could be definitely that next guy to take an artist or even yourself to that next level. But how does that happen? Does he hit you up like, hey man, come to the studio? Or you like writing him like, hey, can I come? Like, how does that work out? How did that go about?
Well, that's the beauty of Instagram and social media, is he slid into my DMs and said, come work, Trish is coming over, let's do this. Or hey, we're working at Penrose, we're gonna do this song, we need a choir, we need like 11, we did like a song with 11 of us doing like choir harmonies and working into the wee hours of the night. And yeah, he'll hit me up, and yeah, I'm really grateful that I got to do that too, because that was an opportunity to meet a lot of the other people in that scene. Because like I said, 10 years ago, I showed my friends like two soul songs that I wrote, and they weren't having it, and like, okay, tucked them away. And when I started seeing all these young cats, I'm like, hell yeah, okay, it's time. And that's what did it. That's another reason I went for the EP and start releasing things, because I now know people that are into it, that can play with me, play live, do sessions, whatever, and now we're working together. I'm working with Sola. I've got a release coming with them in December, if all runs smoothly. I wrote songs for Nira, who's also going to be released on Sola. Jackie Mendez, she's got a song coming out on Sola. So yeah, and then I've got a song with Trish coming out on Mango Hill. So yeah, I'm lucky that there's like 100% more people willing, that are actually into this music and are willing to work with me and work on it.
I want to go back to the pressure, man, because if that guy called me and said, hey man, we want you in on this session, were you like running around the block like butt naked, bro, like excited, or like what's going through your mind? Like, what? Because that guy, like I said, he's the man right now, and he's asking you to come down there and do your thing. Are you like, oh fuck, like, wow? That's like, to me, I'm not saying he's on Michael Jackson level, but that's like if Michael Jackson like hit me up like, hey man, I need you to like throw down on some drums or something. Like, what? So were you super nervous going into that studio, or just like, this is what I do?
Yes, I was. No, man, definitely. You know, I mean, I don't think to this day I could. I mean, I've gone to the shows. You know, he says hello and he's really nice, and I mean, taking you back to that particular time. Yeah, it is like I was nervous because, you know, oh shit, this guy's on the like Danny Trejo like CD, and he's working with Baby Bash. So I don't think to this day he's like I've really been myself with him. It's kind of been like, all right, mind your surroundings, see what he's doing here, what is he working on. Okay, that's how he does it, you know. We haven't gotten a chance to actually like sit down, and I haven't gotten the chance to show him how weird I really am. So yeah, it's always been like really kind of serious. I don't know, it's just because yeah, like you said, he's killing it, and he's doing great work, and just to be there I felt lucky, and so one day I hope, you know, let's just hang out and have a beer and show you what kind of a dork I am.
Yeah, and I mean, I honestly would probably be the same, man. It's like you don't want to step on toes, you know what I mean? Like, and I've seen that guy, like me and Mariah had talked about it in our interview, is that this guy is like up like 24/7. He's like on it, he's on the piano, he's on the drums, he's singing, he's doing this, he's doing that. It's like, damn. And he's really putting it out there, like, and yeah, man, to be in that studio with that guy creating and being a part of that, I think that's really huge. So I want to go into that performance with Trish. She did a concert from home, and you were there, and that really opened my eyes to you even more, because again, I was already hearing the music, I was already getting into what the stuff that you were doing, and then the next thing is I see you with Trish playing guitar, and she gave you some time to do your thing. Can you go into how that happened and elaborate a little bit on just that performance?
Yeah, we were going to have a show in Commerce, like a drive-in show, that ended up getting canceled last second pretty much, and that was kind of a bummer. So she decided to still have a let's do a live stream, you know. Got the place decorated nicely, and yeah, she said we're gonna, you guys down to do a live stream, and she asked, are you down to do some songs? And I was like, sure. And yeah, so I did 2 songs. She's really generous, you know, like she'll like, no matter how big she gets, she'll always support, and she'll tell like her audience, check this out, this is amazing. If she likes it, you know, check them out, check out Adrian Carmine's new song, Please Don't Go. Like, that was huge for me, because she's opened a lot of eyes to what I'm doing, and I'm forever grateful.
Yeah, and I got a chance to sit down and watch that live. It was so cool just to kind of see her do her thing, and it was like real, like intimate, you know, like it just was like her and you guys, and she had a couple backup singers there, and it just was cool to watch that. And I hope like you do something like that, maybe just yourself with the new songs that you have. Like, that would be super cool. Maybe have her do some backups or something like that. That'd be really sweet. Now Sola, let's talk about them. I think they're really changing the game. They're putting out some songs that are really like some deep classics that maybe just no one had even heard of, but they're really good songs. And I talked to Jackie in her interview, and she was talking how amazed she was on some of the tracks that you put together for her specific song. Talk about just putting those songs together for them. Are you doing it at home? Are you doing it in the studio? How are you putting those songs together for them?
Jackie's song was, I did everything here in my studio. All the instrumental was done here. And then we went over to the Sound Factory to track her vocals, which blew my mind, because it's basically where Mark Ronson works. And he did Lady Gaga's album there, and we used the same tape that she used, and that place was just beautiful. it was like a really great experience to get out, get out of this studio and just kind of see the real thing, and like and see like a Hammond organ in front of you, like in real life, or like just everything. I got to play his piano, and I saw his reverb unit is like the size of this room. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, we did her vocal, and her warm-up take was fire. So yeah, she did it in like 4 takes, and then she had the backup singers come, and they killed it, and they were done. We were in and out in like 3 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, which we kind of had to be too, because it's kind of expensive, but
yeah. And so you're in this big studio, and Mark Ronson, you guys doing major stuff, right? He's like top guy. Is it intimidating to get into that studio and do your thing, or you're just kind of like, yeah, it's just another day in the studio?
I've always been really good at that not letting situations get too big. I think I'm just lucky, because maybe if I sat down and actually forced myself to think about what is literally going on, then I'd freak out. But I'm very lucky that I could be in the moment and just be like, okay, cool, awesome, oh, this is dope, wow, all right, take 1, let's go, and just kind of do your thing.
Shoo-be-doo-bop in love.